In a quiet village where the wind carried both hope and hardship, lived a boy named Ashvin. His family had a small mud house, simple meals, and endless struggle. But what they lacked in wealth, they made up for in love and dreams. Every night, by the dim glow of a lamp, Ashvin would read from an old torn book. His mother watched quietly, smiling through exhaustion. She whispered, "Someday, my son will live a better life." And Ashvin promised himself the same. "I don't know how, but I will change our story." Days turned into months. His father worked endlessly in the fields. Hands cracked, feet tired, dreams fading. Ashvin wanted to help, but he was still a child. All he could give was a promise to grow. One afternoon, while working, he saw a school bus pass by. Children laughing. Uniforms shining. He watched with longing eyes and whispered, "One day I'll be in that bus too." The next week, he walked miles to the nearest town. Barefoot, carrying worn-out books. There, he found something magical. A small, quiet library. Through the glass window, he saw shelves filled with dreams. He stood frozen. An old librarian opened the door and said softly, "Come in, son. Knowledge welcomes everyone." Ashvin hesitated, then stepped inside. It smelled like paper, dust, and possibility. The old man smiled. "Every day you learn one new thing. You grow 1% better." Ashvin repeated. 1%? Yes, the man nodded. Small progress, every single day. That's how you change your world. From that day, Ashvin returned daily. He read slowly. Carefully. Some days only one page. But he showed up every single day. He began to understand. It's not about being fast. It's about being consistent. At night, he'd study under the street lamp. Even when rain poured down. He wrote on scraps of paper. Because notebooks were too expensive. Sometimes, he felt tired. But then, he'd remember the librarian's words. 1% better. Days turned into months. Months into years. And without realizing it, Ashvin had grown. He got a small job in the city. Long hours, little pay. But big determination. After work, while others rested, Ashvin studied. Every single night. Pinned on his wall a paper that read, 1% better every day. He saved every rupee he could. Bought books. Learned skills. Improved quietly. When life pushed him down, he remembered. The poor boy who quits stays poor forever. The poor boy who learns grows rich in time. Years later, he applied for a scholarship. He was terrified. But deep inside, he heard that same old whisper. Small steps, Ashvin. Just small steps. When results came, his name was shining at the top. Tears filled his eyes. He had done it. He ran home heart racing. His mother cried with joy. His father smiled proudly for the first time in years. And in that moment, Ashvin realized. It wasn't one big victory that changed his life. It was hundreds of tiny ones. He built success. Brick by brick. Habit by habit. Now, years later, Ashvin stands tall, confident, grateful, unshakable. His story reminds us all. You don't need to be rich to start. You just need to start. Because real success doesn't happen overnight. It happens 1% at a time.